along in Peugeot's brand new 3008. This one's got a 2-litre diesel engine with 150 horsepower, which really means it's got an awful lot of pulling power. This is the exclusive trim, which is their top of the range, so we have everything and it's gorgeous. It's quiet, it's easy to drive, it goes around corners beautifully, flies on the motorway. Really is a comfortable car to drive. I feel very calm. Peugeot described this as a crossover vehicle, and that's because there's a mixture of an MPV, an SUV and a hatch, and they're saying getting the best of all those 3 different worlds and put them all together. And I have to say, it has got the look of an SUV, a bit bulky, you know, but it's got the drive of a hatch and the space of an MPV, and also the driving position of an SUV, I suppose. I feel very, very elevated, very, very comfortable, good visibility because of that. So I think it has got the best of all those worlds, definitely. So with the top level exclusive trim, you do get all sorts of bits and bobs which are marvellous. You've got this lovely display screen in front of me here, which is like an auto cue, and you can key in all sorts of information you want to show. I've got the speed there. There's also a radar so that you can set it so you don't, if you get too close to the car in front, it starts to let you know. So it's a great safety device. And very unobtrusive there. At first I thought it was going to annoy me, but it's actually marvellous. Feels a bit like James Bond. We've also got this amazing panoramic sunroof, which fills the cabin full of light. And while this car is high anyway, tall, it just gives that even greater feeling of height, which is fantastic, especially when sitting in the back. So great for kids in back there. One of the things I like about this car is that from a distance it looks like a normal size. It's only when you get close you realise just how tall it is. I think what really first strikes you when you get into this car is the sheer amount of space. But I must say, I was a bit put off when I saw this enormous central console. I couldn't quite get my head around it whatsoever. However, once you start driving it and you realise that you're in this quite separate compartment here, like a cockpit, with all your instruments around you, it's actually rather nice and does separate you quite well from the passenger. But as a passenger, I didn't like it. I felt too separated. Paul, on the other hand here, who's photographing me, videoing me, quite likes it because he feels that somebody else is in control. And of course, I always am in control. So the seats in front are very comfortable, very easy to adjust. Once the rear, absolutely fine, slightly firmer, and that middle seat, as ever in so many cars, is quite uncomfortable. And I think you draw the short straw sitting there, but it has a fantastic view to the front because the car, you know, feels so wide. While I love the interior of this car, the exterior, while I've grown used to it, is a bit plain and a bit sort of squashed in a funny sort of way, I think, with that sort of snub nose. And to me, it looks like these lovely big burly rugby players who's had too many bashes in the face. Still quite fanciful though. But the boot space is enormous. It's absolutely lovely. It's very deep, wide, high, everything. It also has quite a clever loading shelf which goes in 3 different positions, and it can hold up to 100 pounds, so you could put delicate things underneath and still put a lot of weight on top. One of the benefits of it being a crossover, and the fact it's not an SUV or a 4-wheel drive, is the fuel economy. You get just over 50 miles per gallon on a combined cycle, and the CO2 emissions are 146 grams per kilometre. Of course, if you go for the 1.6, 110 horsepower diesel engine, you get even better fuel economy. Now, would I buy this car? I think I would, actually. The looks have grown on me, though it is a bit of a plain Jane. But the interior is so nice. I love this crossover notion. I rather like